Some more daily bread for you. Fill your belly up with some Epictetus bread here today. Happiness and freedom begin with a clear understanding of one principle. Some things are within our control, and some things are not. It is only after you have faced up to this fundamental rule and learned to distinguish between what you can and can't control that inner tranquility and outer effectiveness become possible. So did you get that? The order that he says it in? Until you can distinguish between what you can and can't control and act accordingly, you'll never know inner peace, and you'll never be effective out there either. Because if you're not at peace in here, if you're not thinking clearly and feeling deeply and really understanding yourself and the things that are happening within you, how are you ever going to be effective externally? Everything starts within. So actions spring out from thoughts and feelings, right? People don't just act in a vacuum. There are motivators, whether those are emotions, beliefs, ideas, principles that people live by. It's always internal first. So again, if you want to act effectively in the outside world, you need to be effective within yourself, and that means being at peace, inner tranquility. Epictetus goes on. He says, we always have a choice about the contents and character of our inner lives. Outside our control, however, are such things as what kind of body we have, whether we're born into wealth or strike it rich, how we are regarded by others, and our status in society. Those are things we can't control. In a lot of ways, we either inherit them or we're set in those paths before we have much of a say in it. Can we change those things? Maybe, but we don't have full control over them. What we control is our part in those things, our behavior, our attitudes in those situations. But we might be able to shift situations. We might be able to go from abject poverty to billionaire. Obviously, it happens. It happens all the time. All right, carrying on, same passage. Remember, too, that if you think that you have free reign over things that are naturally beyond your control, or if you attempt to adopt the affairs of others as your own, your pursuits will be thwarted, and you will become a frustrated, anxious, and fault-finding person. So if you try to focus everything you've got on the things beyond your control, if you try to adopt other people's business as your own or to control things that are outside of your control, you will become a frustrated, anxious, and fault-finding person. You're always going to be finding faults, either in people, in circumstances, and situations. You're going to be basically blaming the world for your problems. Anyway, that's it for this one. Live well, my friends.